10,000 men descended from the skies to seize a single objective. Their mission was to hold a bridge for 48 hours. What followed was a brutal 9-day battle that would test the limits of human endurance. Operation Market Garden, launched on September 17, 1944, was Field Marshal Montgomery's audacious plan to outflank the German Siegfried Line. The British 1st Airborne Division, the Red Devils, along with the Polish 1st Independent Parachute Brigade, was assigned the most distant target, the road bridge at Arnhem over the Lower Rhine. The plan was deceptively simple. Paratroopers would secure the bridge while the main force of XXX Corps advanced over 60 miles to link up with them. But from the first hours, the operation was in peril. The drop zones were over 6 miles from the bridge, and the division landed directly atop the refitting 9th and 10th SS Panzer Divisions. Only a small force, roughly 740 men from the 2nd Parachute Battalion and supporting units under Lieutenant Colonel John Frost, reached the northern end of the bridge by nightfall. What began as a swift coup de main devolved into a desperate urban siege. The British perimeter, centered on a group of houses and a school, was no more than 200 meters across. They faced relentless attacks from German infantry, supported by armor. The paratroopers, armed with Lee Enfield rifles and Sten submachine guns, relied heavily on their Pat anti-tank projectors. Each 3-pound bomb had to be launched from dangerously close range to penetrate the armor of German Mark IV tanks and half-tracks. German 20mm Flak 38 cannons, firing high-explosive shells at a cyclic rate of 450 rounds per minute, systematically demolished the British strongpoints. By the third day, ammunition, water, and medical supplies were critically low. The men fought from room to room, their positions shrinking under the weight of artillery and direct fire. The last radio contact with division headquarters crackled through on the morning of September 21st. No relief was coming. That afternoon, the final buildings were overrun. Of the 10,000 Allied troops committed at Arnhem, only 2,398 would eventually escape back across the Rhine. The bridge they fought so hard to hold was destroyed by Allied aircraft after their capture. The failure at Arnhem meant the war would drag on through the bitter winter. Yet the legacy of those men is not one of defeat, but of unparalleled, stubborn